Challenge management can help you master your challenges. Mr. Weaver is the CEO of a medium-sized company. He sees how the digitization storm is raging across other industries.
A false world has been pulled over our eyes, blinding us from the truth. We are slaves, imprisoned, enslaved, in a matrix. We are programmed, so we operate at fraction of our potential.
The mix is true.
Watchful eyes encase us, keeping all of us in our places. And if you dare take a step outside, the matrix overrides.
It's my fate.
They engineer our lives. Rich or poor, they mastermind. Piece the tesserae. Wake up, illuminate. Only truth will solve this maze.
Everybody that talked about me is somebody I own. Even the glow, he talked till he was numb in the throat, and I still took his crown with a unanimous vote. You can talk about how I came back so strong. What's his name? Nobody or Rip the Jacker. I'm the captain. I control your vertical and your horizontal. What you talk about and who you talk to, that's the price. I'm speaking freely. Nothing's easy. Fuck the TV. You wanna be me? I rip the Jacker with his own track. Maybe I am the illest alive. Talk about that. Nobody. You know this rap game is a lot like high school. Now high school is a lot like life. You see in life, you gotta do things to set yourself apart from your peers. You need to identify the qualities that separate you from those around you. After all, isn't that what most people spend their lives trying to accomplish? Wouldn't we all want somebody somewhere later on down the line to remember the things that were different about us? Don't you understand? The more you fit in, the less you're noticed. That's how it is. For anyone to walk through life unnoticed as if they never mattered could be a punishment worse than death. And at the same time, that punishment is the only way you could truly be free. Free from the things you want people to remember about you, but also free from the things you want them to forget. I don't know if that freedom exists for me anymore. And even though I dream about what it would be like, it's just a dream. Because I realize now more than ever that I can't have my cake and eat it too. No one can. And as time goes on, we will always be loved by some and hated by others. And whether the people who talk bad about you know it or not, they really save you from obscurity every time they mention your name. You see, anytime anybody ever talks about you, either directly or indirectly, they put a quarter in your immortal meter. They keep you alive, whether they want to or not. They practically do the opposite of what they want to do, which is forget you. I dedicate this song to the day when you motherfuckers finally figure it out, and the day that you bury me and erase the memory of me. Here lies a man who became forgotten to the world in his search to the key for immortality. He never made an impact, he changed nothing, and his words meant nothing. He never contributed to the rap game, he never gave you anything to talk about. He never existed, and he never made a difference. His name was Nobody. Bored before 4 beats to the measure. Professor speech compressor terminated his tenure to explore more rewarding adventure. Take a closer look at the bars. You see I'm not behind them or in front of them. I'm one of them. Started with 100, the game spit 3. I said fuck it, I'ma have to show these niggas something. Too easy, who believe me if I said that it wasn't? The rhyme is a weapon, I busted the brotherhood, got me covered. I orders with coordinates with a drop mortars. I drive forward, sandstorms make my eyes water. Skull is a submarine hull, dolphin phone screen calls from places as far away as AGCR. The rhymes are raw, deeper than yours. You crawl before you walk, but didn't think about your thoughts before you talk. We spit for sport, I won, you lost, but you paid them off to nail my corpse to a cross. I said nobody benefits, everyone perishes. I tell them this, they say here, it's time for your medicine. That is not dead, which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even death may die. But why? Coup de grace for the coup d'etat. In a man-made lodge, the moon rays replace God. I think I had about enough of your tough talk. Come over here, take my cuffs off, I promise you we'll just talk. No biting allowed, just bark. Don't run, just walk. Battle rap, there is no such art. Emotion manifests thought, thought manifests words, actions and reality. This is not fantasy. If you question me, you will be detained indefinitely. Your name will be added to the blacklist registry. If I am not myself, then how would I be? If I do not look, tell me how will I see? The law of attraction is attracted to me. The laws of poetry and action is practiced quite actively. You are lazy, you wanna be the best, you crazy. The best trained every day of the week. My lyricism amplifies every letter written. Rip the jacket spitting inside 0 vector systems. Brain waves reveal high yield E&D fields. True MCs like I'm eating a meal. A bunch of fake niggas trying to keep it pseudo real. A bunch of fake King Midases with fool's gold grills. My microphone was found where the Mayan sunstone was. The period of purification in my poems. Mad Max beyond Thunderdome under red rock. It's no use if you can't use what you got. Buried in a mass grave covered in bones. My cell phone number's placed on their tombstones. I eat from the same portion as you, just in case you try to poison my food, but I want you to. You and I can sit and look at each other, tossing knowledge back and forth like we was throwing books at each other. I don't care if we not the same color, nigga, I'm your brother. I don't care what you say, nigga, you a nigga lover. All cultures come from one mind, the universe is not far behind. Wave bars and rhymes, motivated by the stars to shine. Only lower density life forms get lost in time. I don't care if I make history, I wanna be a part of infinity. Look at what your son God did to me. I am energy, I am he spiritually and mentally. The fools who threw away my jewels offended me. You say I'm crazy, I say so. Tell me something I don't know, something my psych profile doesn't show. I don't have all the answers, I am not in the know. I can only see what is above and only from below. Substratum of reality, through the thick cloud canopy. How can it be cannabis? Answer me. I approached the podium and delivered my encomium. Nobody applauded, the atmosphere was ominous. They feared I would spit, they don't like when I bust. The mucus dried up to appear like crust. I walked through the valley of humiliation, but hip-hop started hating. I tried to save him, they wasn't patient. Responsibility entrusted, there's only one way for me to prove that I love it. That's why I'm busting. If you pursue revenge, dig many graves. Be sure to add your name to the list that you've made. Focus on 2 standards when assessing the threat. Number 1 is capacity, number 2 is intent. The flood was not an obstacle, I made a raft out of empty milk gallon bottles. For survival, I perform a requiem on the eve before hip-hop ends, and make amends on behalf of my friends. The head of a lion, the legs of an eagle, the wings of a dragon, not the sigil. This is for real though, I sit down and think. When I write, I can smell the ink. I bow before the desert wall of the Sphinx. The ideas have come from God, even I'm stunned. 1,000 bars from the real iron lungs. I heard hip-hop was dead, that's not fair. Who I talk to, go he dare, not said, yeah. Poet laureate infinity, I will forever be the illest lyrically. Poet laureate infinity. Poet laureate infinity. Poet laureate infinity. This never been done before in history.